Hello, 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 and welcome to Coffee and Conversation with me, Kathy Jackson. Hi, guys. I hope you are having a wonderful wealth building Wednesday. I'm on another call every Wednesday, and that's what she says. Happy Wealth Building Wednesday. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Happy Wealth Building Wednesday. Um, I am excited about this topic today because it's been a lot of buzz. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching, say hi. Let me know you're there, even if you're watching in the replay. And if you think this information is helpful, remember to share it to family, friends on your site. Help someone else out. Because I promise you, if you hang with me today, I'm going to bless you. Okay? Now, it was so funny. I woke up this morning, a friend of mine texted me a copy of my topic today for Coffee and Conversation, which, as you know, is you can have it all if you use your, I'm just going to say P word, right? I'm not going to say it all the way out because it's offensive to a lot of people. A lot of people think it's a dirty word. And hey, what's up, sis? My sister's out here listening, rocking with me. But a lot of people think the P word is a dirty word. And so my friend saw this on my page and she texted me a screenshot like, hey, Kat, I think somebody hacked you, because she knows that I don't typically talk like that. However, I think that this is such an important topic that I couldn't shy away from it. So we are going to talk about the P word. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want anybody to shy away, but we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. As I stated, this is for mature audiences only. This is not for immature people. So if you don't think you can handle the P word throughout this whole conversation, you might want to sign off right now. But if you are mature, I might have a few mature ladies out there and even a few good men. Let me know you out there. Say what's up. Tell me about it. But we're going to talk about how using your P word can get you better relationships. It can get you more money. Activating your P can help you start a business, live a healthier lifestyle, and definitely have more fun. Now, I know everybody is interested in having a healthier lifestyle, more fun, more money, and better relationships. If that's what you want, then you want to stay with me on this. Now, I started this conversation because yesterday I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and she expressed to me that, like, when she was in college, she majored in sports management. And she had expressed to her one of her mentors that she was thinking about changing from the public university that she went to, the state school, to a private university because she felt like her career would be in a better place if her education were from a private university. Well, her mentor told her just what I'm about to tell you guys. It doesn't matter what school you go to, as long as you can activate the P, then you will get what you want out of life. And so my friend at the time did not think it was good advice. Like most people, that P word is a nasty, dirty word that they do not want any part of. Like they don't have to do all of that. So she decided not to transfer. She stayed at the state university, which saved her a lot of money in student loans. But ultimately, we're 12, 13 years out, and she didn't activate the P. And consequently, she didn't have a career in sports management. Now, she does have a decent career, totally different, but she started the conversation like she was so right. All I had to do was use my P word, right? So I want to tell you about another lady that I met, not a friend, just somebody I had a good conversation with, how she activated the P word in her life. She really used it to pay off her house in 5 years, bought and paid for in 5 years, get out of debt, and have enough money to lend money to a friend to buy a truck so they could start their trucking business. And she did all of this while she was on the CTA bus driver's salary. So if you're not from Chicago, that's Chicago Transit Authority, which is CTA. She was a bus driver. And on a bus driver salary, with a little bit of the P, she was able to get out of debt, buy a truck, buy her house, and she has millions of dollars. And guess what? She still drives the bus. So guys, you see a lot of times when you see people with the big fancy cars, the big house, and the fine suits and everything, and you look up to them because you think they got it going on, that they have figured out life, chances are that all of their wealth is right there in your purview. There's a book called The Millionaire Next Door, and they talk about how you don't know that you might be living next door to a millionaire. See, when her friend, who also worked for CTA, lost his job, he put together a plan to open up a trucking business, but he didn't have the funding. And he was just talking to her because they were friends. He had no idea that she had the money to buy him a truck. And she did just that. And now he has a thriving trucking business with several trucks on the road, was able to pay her back with interest. And she is still living the life. Now, you think, oh, what good is $1 million if you don't spend it? I didn't say she didn't spend it. She definitely spends it. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to come back to that one. But I want to give you one more example of somebody who activated their P. And you know what? They moved up the corporate ladder. Now, literally, this person worked in the file room, but they wore a suit and tie to and from work every day with their attache case by the side. Yeah, they had their briefcase. And when they got to work, they would open their briefcase, pull out their jeans and t-shirt, and go to work in the file cabinet, in the file room, because it was dusty. You don't want to get dust all on your suit, right? Suit and tie. But you know what? This person activated the P and had a long career at that company, where at the end of the day, when they retired, they were one of the chief executive officers of the whole company. They were still wearing suits and ties to work, but now it was the uniform that was required for the role that they had, all because they were not afraid to activate their P word. Now, you know what? I have told you guys that this was for mature audiences, right? So I'm gonna quit messing around and we're gonna call it what it is. But now when I call the P word out, it often evokes other little dirty words that people don't want to hear. So I'm telling you, this is for mature audiences. And if you can't rock with me when I just go ahead and say it like I mean it, I want you to sign off right now. But if you still here, put rocking with you in the chat, guys. Let me know you're still rocking with me. Let me know I didn't lose you, because we talking about this dirty P word. All right. Anybody still here? Let me know. It's a kind of a delay, so y'all might be putting it in there and I can't see it yet. I'll take a little sip of coffee and wait for you. All right. I see Natalie still rocking with me. I see some more people out there. I just can't see who you are. But thanks for staying with me. All right, guys. The P word. All right, Mary, you rocking with me. Thank you. You say, bring it on. Okay, it ain't sexy. The P word ain't sexy, but it's powerful and it always works. So just like I said in the title, you can have whatever you want if You utilize your plans. PLANS. Plans is the new P word. Now, I know that's what y'all knew that's what I was talking about. I know y'all knew that's what I was talking about. Plans is the new P word. So guys, when you activate your plans, you can have anything you want. Better relationships, more money, your own business, more fun. You can have what you want. Listen, the young lady who didn't go into sports management, she didn't activate her plans. See, it didn't matter what school she went to. If you have a definite of purpose, you have a determination. That's another little nasty word people don't like, a determination. And here's one of the other words that you're really not going to like. And you're willing to work. When you're willing to work your plans, you can have what you want. But you know, when you start talking about plans, now we're talking about work, and another dirty word, time. It takes time for your plans to work, for it to come to fruition. People don't like to do that. See, because that takes away all the fun stuff. Like, you ever watch the show My Lottery Dream Home? I love that show because people win the lottery and then they talk to David and he helped them find their dream house. See, that's fun. That's sexy. That overnight millionaire. But the reality is, you want $1 million, you have to put a plan in place. And you have to work the P. You got to work your plan. What's the D word? The P word and the D word. What's the D word? I'm scared now. Woo! Let me just sip of my coffee and mind my business. Getting steamy in here. What's the D word? Determination. I love it. I love it. Ooh, that could go a whole other angle, but I'm gonna stay focused. So you guys are awesome. But seriously, so she didn't have a career in sports management because she didn't make a plan. But ultimately, that's the way life goes. You can end up on a different trajectory and still have a successful. Yeah, you did scare me with that one. And Ellie say she scared me, did? Yes, you did. You and end up on the path that you were meant to be, guys. But if you have a plan, then you can get to where you're supposed to be a lot quicker, even if the plans change. What you have done is now eliminate what doesn't work, and now you're on the road to doing what does work. But you've got to have a plan. You've got to be willing to work the plan. The young lady that worked for CTA, she literally, what she did to work her plan, she decided to start working overtime and saving her overtime money to start getting herself out of debt. And then she starts saving. And then you think, like, she worked for CTA, she ain't having no fun. Why have all that money and you still working every day? Because she want to keep getting her money. But you know what she does? She likes designer purses and designer shoes, and she likes big trips. So she activates her P, her plans for all of that. She saves all year, and it's an annual thing for her to take a big trip to Paris or somewhere exotic. And she purchases name brand purses and name brand shoes every year for her birthday. So it ain't like she living like a pauper just so she, can save all the money. You don't have to do that. You should enjoy your money. You worked hard for it, right? So I don't want you to think that it's just all work and no play just because you have a plan. But plans, here's where I told you I was going to bless you. I'm going to tell you why you need to have plans, guys. Plans does a few things. I can't even give them all to you right now, but I'm going to give you about 3. First of all, they help you achieve your purpose. Whether you call it a purpose, a goal, or there's a project that you want to do, plans help you to achieve it. It doesn't matter. It don't even matter what the task is. If you don't have a plan, I guarantee you, you will not accomplish it. Right? So plans help you to have a purpose. And then it helps you to prioritize, right? Because when you start putting together a plan, you put all your cards on the table. And then you sort them out, you deal them accordingly to what's first, what's second, what's third, and now you know how you got to rock to move forward. You know what goes first. And while doing that, the other big thing, the third thing it does, it takes a mountain and turns it into a molehill. Because now you can have short-term goals or tasks that lead to your long-term planning. That's where my third friend, who was a guy, by the way, he saw himself as an executive while working in the file room. And I ain't gonna lie, we laughed about him wearing suits every day and working in the file room, right? That's what people do when you start activating your plan. People don't see your vision and they talk about you and they laugh. But that's why you've got to know what your priorities are. You set your plans and you work your plan, because down the road, he didn't have to dress in a suit just on his way to and from work. He was able to dress for the day because he was one of the top executives in the country. That's another dirty word. Like, you got to have a vision. People don't like to sit down and envision where you want to go. But while we saw a file room clerk playing dress up, he dressed for the job he wanted, not the job he had. And he retired on the top of in the top of his game. So he had a vision that didn't nobody else see. But he also worked his plan. And guys, so you know, you want to plan, you want to prioritize, and you want to take small bite-sized pieces so that it's digestible. So if you got a big goal, a big dream, it might seem impossible to get there, and along the way we'll settle for something else because plans take time, right? Here's what we do. We overestimate what we can get done in a year, and we underestimate what we can do in 5 years. And here's what I mean. Anybody getting y'all New Year's resolutions together? You know, we getting close to that time of year. Everybody gonna make New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna eat healthier. I'm gonna save more money. I'm gonna start that business. You know, we are ready to go. January 1st, it clearly is a magic number where we can automatically start getting all our ducks in the row. And people think that that's making a plan. That's not making a plan. That's making a wish list. You know, I won't even say it's a resolution, because a resolution means I resolve to do X, Y, and Z, which means what? You've activated your P word. You've activated your plans when you resolve to do something. But in reality, the average New Year's resolution is broken 13 days into the new year. So that's not really a New Year's resolution. That's just a plan. But if you had a plan of a 1 year, 3 year, 5 year plan, maybe even you can start to digest that thing. So once you know what you want to accomplish in a year, then you can break that down. And how much do I need to do this month to make that work? How much do I need to save this month? What types of food should I eat? What types of groups should I join? You know, you can come up with a bite-sized plan that you can digest. And if you work it and work it and work it, 5 years from now, you might look up and you're in that dress that you wanted to wear. You've got money saved that you didn't know you could save that much money. You started just selling out of your home, and now you got a storefront. We don't like to look 5 years down the road because it seems so far away. But guys, if you stop and think about where you were 5 years ago today, how much you have advanced. And it didn't take as long as you thought it would take either. Guys, we waste time by thinking we don't have time. Look, that's a writer downer. We waste time by thinking we don't have time. We're always thinking it's too late. Or sometimes when you're very young, it's too soon. It's never too soon and it's never too late. If you can get up, you still got another chance. God has blessed you with another opportunity to change your life starting today. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes. Starting today. At a very minimum, write down a plan of where you want to be in 5 years. Do that today. That's activating a plan right there. You have activated your P word simply by writing it down and saying what it is that you want to do. Now, after that, see which, and write down a bunch of them. Guys, do a brain dump. It's a whole lot of things you want to do. I know I want to travel. I want to do the tennis tour. I want to go to all of the major tennis tours, Wimbledon, French Open, the US Open. I have been there once, but I want to go back. I want to do it all in 1 year. I want to travel with the tennis players. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that you want to do. Write those things down. And then, like I say, lay all your cards on the table. Which one of those things will be the most beneficial to you in the next year? And focus on that one. The other things that writing a plan do, it helps you to tell people no. See, when you've got a plan, and they come and they say, well, we want you to do this. You can say, how does that line up with my plan? Oh, guess what? It don't. It don't. I can't do that one this time. Maybe next time, because this is my plan. This is my plan. That Natalie says that's why she loves vision boards. Absolutely. Vision boards are awesome. But the thing about vision boards, you've got to revisit them. Guys, check in on yourself. See what you're doing. See how you're doing. A month in, put a reminder on your phone. Go check your vision board and see where you are. There you go. That's the thing. Put a reminder on your phone every 30 days. Check your goals and see where you are so you don't forget to do it. And it's okay if you forget. You get that reminder and you be like, oh, shoot, I was supposed to call this, or I was supposed to join this group, or I was supposed to take this class. That's okay. You got a reminder. You got another chance. It's never too late. You can start today. So, guys, I stand by what I say, that you can get whatever you want if you just activate your plans. Thank you guys for joining me on Coffee and Conversation. Guys, we're here in the studio, Deja Hue Art. You can pop in and paint. You don't need a reservation. We're here today and tomorrow, 5 to 9. Come paint with me. Love to see you. Thanks so much. Hope you'll rock with me next week. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks. I'm on my phone. I saw Pat. Hey, Pat. Thank you. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I'll see you next week.